in cultural issues, spiritual issues, and getting Christians to pay attention to what's happening in government and politics. And so we're joined at the hip on that. You know, us here at American Family Association and American Family Radio, and what you're doing. You wrote a column that I have here in front of me called, the headline is "Priebus Must Resign as GOP Chairman." Talking about the Republican Party's chairman. Is that the gentleman's name?
Reince
Priebus?
Yeah, Reince Priebus. I tell you, I said, you know, when a party, a national party, one of the top two, picks a guy who no one can spell his name or pronounce it, you know, in trouble.
Yeah, it sounds awful Harvard and Ivy League to me here. You know, but anyway.
He's married to Buffy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with being named Buffy.
There's nothing wrong with being from Harvard,
but
right?
No, but just, you know, it fits into the stereotype of the country club, rich, elite Republican who can't identify with the average guy out there.
Well, I really don't like him. I mean, straightforward, guys. I don't like him at all because I think he has the things he's done has almost destroyed the party. He's eliminated any aspect of standing on the moral issues that we know that the Republican Party stood for years and years and years. And I was so excited I hear in the last week that the Republican Party rebuffed him on trying to change the view on traditional marriage.
Yes.
But this guy is the main reason, I believe, that we have been whipped so badly in the last several elections. And that until we learn that you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect different changes, this guy needs to go. That's flat out. I am pushing 100%. Reince Priebus needs to resign. He is hurting the party. He is eliminating any aspect that we need to do. We need to win our base. We don't need to spend all this time trying to win the women, the Hispanics, African Americans. We still lost 90-some% of the votes of African Americans still went to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, even though
but
you had
our party, the base did not show up to vote. We got less votes for Romney than we got for McCain. So you tell me what the problem is.
That's a good point. Where can people read this article that you wrote on this column?
They can go to HutchPost.org, and it should be listed on there as one of the articles. I got several different articles that I've written lately. I want to call Christians out, call pastors out. I want them to join my Black Robe Brigade. Don't get confused with Black Robe Regiment, but it's a Black Robe Brigade. And I'm putting together this movement. I want over 4,000 pastors, ministry leaders, and Christians, so that whenever something needs to be done, we are on it like white on rice, coal on ice, and dots on dice, so that we can get this. And I want Reince out. That's the bottom line.
That's the fellow's name.
He's hurting us really, really, really badly.
The guys, what we're talking about, what Ken's talking about here is the Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus. That's the gentleman's name. And he has made enemies on the pro-family, social conservative side of the Republican Party by some of his comments, and that's what Ken is talking about. He needs to go. And we understand, folks, not all of you are Republicans. Some of you may be Democrats or independents or whatever. But the Republican Party, over the last 25, 30 years, has garnered a lot of support from people in the Christian community, and people in the Christian community have gotten involved in the Republican Party because they have expressed conservative values across the board, and especially on issues like life and marriage and those types of things. We understand there's diversity inside both political parties, but what Ken is saying, what happened last week? The good news is the rank and file Republicans met in. That is the people who do the foot soldiers, so to speak. They met in Los Angeles, I believe it was, and they reaffirmed their belief in the moral issues, the life issue, the marriage issue, that these things are important, that as far as they're concerned, the Republican Party is going to continue to stand for natural marriage and for pro-life and for those kind of things.
Well, if you got the head of the RNC that's trying to change our view and be more inclusive and more open, what did that do to us in 2012?
I know. I agree with you. I've said, we got about a minute left here. I've said if the Republican, if these people are so smart that are trying to change the Republican Party to not be pro-life and not be pro-moral issues and marriage and things. I tell you what, you just take one issue alone. You try to change the Republican Party from not being pro-life. You want to see what a minority party looks like?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You're going to see what a minority party looks like, my friend.
For a generation.
Because
I don't believe in a third party.
I don't either.
Don't do anything but weaken.
No.
But I do believe in taking back over
Yes.
what we believe in. And I think we need to take back over the Republican Party. And we Christians got to quit being evangelifish and being quiet and scared. Get out here. Join me. Let's do this on the Black Road Brigade.
All right, go to hutchpost.org. And Ken Hutcherson, Dr. Ken Hutcherson's been our guest. Meek and mild and sort of sheepish. We were able to finally get something out of him this morning.
I wish he would speak his mind.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Ken. We appreciate
Thank you, guys.
it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Wish we had more time with Ken. We'll have him back on real soon. Dr. Ken Hutcherson.